viewers, C-Dubs here back with another video. Today we're doing What If the Third Hokage Adopted Naruto Part 6. We left off with Naruto training in the forest, and we're gonna start back off with Naruto oversleeping after the rest of Team 7 goes to guard Tazuna building the bridge. After Naruto wakes up and realizes he overslept, he goes back to look for the rest of the team. When they get there, they find Haku and Zabuza, and then Zabuza puts his hidden mist jutsu into action. Sasuke defeats the water clone Zabuza made like in the original, and then Naruto comes earlier than he did in the original, but this time Zabuza and Haku don't notice. Naruto then throws a kunai at Haku, and Haku dodges at the last second. Naruto then gets into a taijutsu match with Haku and manages to put a flying Raijin mark on him before kicking him off. Haku then decides it's time to use his ice mirrors, and the ice mirrors cover Naruto and Sasuke. We now cut to Kakashi and Zabuza's battle, where Zabuza is basically bragging to Kakashi how good Haku is. Kakashi does get a little worried because he doesn't know the extent to Haku's skill. However, Kakashi knows he has to focus fighting Zabuza. Kakashi and Zabuza then start their battle, and like in the original, Kakashi gets stabbed twice by Zabuza, once with the kunai and once with his sword. We're now going to cut back to Naruto and Sasuke. They're getting absolutely destroyed, with Haku not giving them time to think of a plan and throwing Senbon at them over and over. Sasuke tries to analyze the situation like in the original and comes to the same conclusion. Sasuke wants to test this though, so he asks Naruto to create a bunch of shadow clones and try to destroy the ice mirror. Naruto does, and all of his shadow clones get destroyed easily, but Sasuke does manage to burn Haku's clothes a little with the fireball jutsu and proves Sasuke's theories right. Naruto sees this too and knows where Sasuke is going with this, so he makes a bunch of shadow clones once more and tries to destroy the mirror. Sasuke does the same thing, but this time doesn't hit Haku at all, since Haku predicted what Sasuke was trying to do. Then Sasuke reveals his Sharingan to Haku, who's surprised that he has a Hokage Genkai. Haku then comes up with a plan. He repeatedly attacks Naruto, and although Sasuke is able to deflect most of the Senbon, he can't reflect them all. With this, Naruto has a lot of Senbon all over his body and is in a near-death state. Haku is then ready for his final attack and throws a bunch of Senbon at Naruto, and Sasuke isn't that close to Naruto, so he has to block them all with his body instead of kunai. Naruto looks at Sasuke in horror as he asks Sasuke why he jumped in front of him, and Sasuke says it's because you're like a brother to me, and seemingly died. Naruto then has the nine-tail chakra flowing out of him, and everyone can feel it. He then teleports to Haku from the mark he left on him earlier, and before Haku can react, he stabs Haku with the kunai in the heart, killing him. Naruto then reverts back to his original state, looking for Kakashi through the fog. He then finds Zabuza before Kakashi though, and throws a kunai at him marked with the flying Raijin. He then teleports to Zabuza, trying to stab him with the kunai, but Zabuza notices and dodges him, and then Naruto and Zabuza get into close combat, and Kakashi sits back and watches, seeing how Naruto is going to do it. After a while, Naruto does land a hit on Zabuza, marking him with the flying Raijin, but Zabuza connects a hard kick to Naruto's chest. This sends Naruto flying back at high speeds, but then Naruto uses his flying Raijin and teleports to Zabuza while he was flying back and hits Zabuza in the back, knocking him over. He then takes a kunai and puts it up to Zabuza's neck. He then talked no jutsu with Zabuza about Haku and stuff, leading Zabuza to tears. And then Naruto ties him up. Right when Naruto finishes tying up Zabuza, Gato and his crew appears. After Gakko says the stupid stuff he said in the original, Naruto throws the shuriken at the group, which is a multi-shadow clone shuriken, and the shuriken multiplies by 1,000. There's also a flying Raijin mark on each of the shuriken. Then Naruto shouts flying Raijin dance, and then teleports to the shuriken where the people are, and one by one stabs them with kunai, taking out Gato's crew and Gato, all by himself. Kakashi looks at Naruto in disbelief, and so does Sakura and Tazuna. They then discover Sasuke is alive, and they're happy about it, I guess. Kakashi then thinks to himself, Naruto's definitely a Jonin or above, and then they leave after Tazuna finishes building the bridge, which he names the Great Naruto Bridge. That's it for now. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell me what else ideas you have in the comments. Next video, we're going to be discussing the Chunin exams arc, and with that, peace out.